Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my March BOXYCHARM unboxing. So the theme for this month is vacation. So I guess they are gearing us up for spring break, spring, summer, all that fun stuff. Let's see, let me get into it. The first thing I see in here is this item right here, which I am not going to try on. This is the South Main Beauty Under Eye Gels. They're $10 a piece. So it's basically those little like eye gels that you put under your eye to kind of like reduce puffiness and cool them. They come in, there's 3 of them in here. So they're individually packaged. So like this is what it would look like. But yeah, this is the package. I usually, whenever I get masks and stuff like that in BOXYCHARM, I usually hang on to them anyways because 9 times out of 10 when I'm filming these, I'm not going anywhere or I'm gonna be taking my makeup off shortly after. So I like to save this kind of stuff for the weekend when I'm planning on like doing some kind of like pampering and I want to do like a mask or something soothing. So I'm gonna hang on to these. Now let's get into stuff I can actually put on my face. All right, so now to get into items I can actually use on my face, the next items are this palette and a set of brushes. So this is a palette from Pure Cosmetics. We have had Pure Cosmetics in BOXYCHARM before, but this is an actual palette in collaboration with BOXYCHARM, and I've seen it already and it looks totally gorgeous. This is what the palette looks like. Super beautiful for spring and summer. I'm really excited about this one. And this one actually does have a mirror, so that's really good. You got a nice mix of mattes and shimmers. I really love the tone of these colors, so I will happily put a look on with those. And I figured I'll try to use these brushes. So these are the Vintage Cosmetic Company. These are the Smoky Eye Brush Set. So these are the brushes right here. You've got a little fluffy blending brush, a flat kind of packing brush. I assume this is supposed to be a smudging brush, but God, mine is incredibly stiff on one side, like uncomfortably stiff. Like it just feels like it's gonna scratch. So I honestly, if I use this, I'm gonna have to be really careful. But I at least will definitely use these to put some of the eyeshadows on. So the palette retails for $36 and the eyeshadow brush set retails for $23. So I will zoom you guys in and we'll do an eye look. All right, so before we get any further into this, I am going to just go ahead and say I do not like these brushes. I tried with this eye. This brush, just as I suspected, I don't know, I kind of wonder if I just got a bad batch. It's way too stiff. Like, see, it actually has a little bit of flex. So this side I can easily move with my finger. This side, however, I can't move at all. So I don't know if it's just too tightly packed. There's like some adhesive or whatever that maybe is how it, you know, I'm not sure, but I tried even on the lower lash line and like it just doesn't grab product well. It seems like there's something stuck in the bristles, like maybe a glue or something, I don't know. So that brush sucks. All right, so to start out, I'm going to use this nude shade right here, Perfect. And I'm just going to go all over my lid to make sure that the primer is set. Next up, I'm going into Naked. And I'm going to just lightly run this through the crease, a little up onto the brow bone, and then into Belle, which adds a bit more of a pinky tone to the peachness. Then with the Vintage Cosmetics brush, I'm going to go into BFF down here and I'm just gonna start packing this on the inner and outer portion of the eye. And I'm trying to just make sure I pack so I don't end up with fallout. But I will say, this color does tend to kind of shear out really easily, so you do have to pack it on if you want this kind of an impact. And then I'm just gonna go in with a more tapered brush into BFF just to kind of blend right here in the crease area. And then back with the fluffy brush into those kind of peachy shades, Naked and Belle, just to blend over the top again. Okay. Now I'm gonna use a wet flat brush. And I'm gonna go into the shade Charmer right here, and this is going to be my pop of brightness in the center of my halo eye. So I'm just gonna look straight ahead and fill it in. Okay, then I'm gonna spray a flat angled brush and go into the shade MIA, this gorgeous blue. And I'm gonna just cover the entire lower lash line with this shade. And I'm really making it thick. I'm bringing it down fairly low because I really just want that bright blue impact. So I did kind of do a wing on the other side. So I basically just extended the line up from the lower lash line. And then I just brought it straight down into my upper lash line. Now I'll go in with the pencil brush so I can finish the lower lash line. So I'm into Bell and just running this underneath. And I kind of run it underneath the wing as well. Then for the inner corner highlight, I'm just gonna keep using this pencil brush and just go back into Charmer and just pop a little bit of that in the inner corner. Then to complete the upper lash line, I went into Boxy Black with this tiny little brush, and I'm just using this dry. And I'm just doing a very, very subtle line just to add a little bit of darkness to the lash line. And that is it. So while I have you zoomed in, let's jump into the next item that was in the box because it's also for the eyes. It's a mascara. So this is the Butter London Double Decker Lashes Mascara. It retails for $20. So I've never tried any of the Butter London makeup before. I've only ever tried their nail polish. So I'm excited to try this. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Too Faced Better Than Sex brush. All right, let's give this a try. So I really like this mascara a lot. It gave me some really good volume. I got a little bit on my lid. I don't like it for the lower lash line. I usually don't like using wands that are really thick like that for the lower lash line anyways, because I find it hard to get in and get color on my lashes, mostly because my lashes are really sparse on the lower lash line, but that's okay. I don't mind using a different mascara, but I definitely will keep using this. This is awesome in my opinion. All right, so now I've zoomed you out a little bit. We're gonna use the last item in the box, which is this blush from Pretty Vulgar. So this is the Make Them Blush in the shade Hush, or Hush Blush, I'm not quite sure. This retails for $26, which I'm a little surprised about. It doesn't feel like, it's not super heavy, it's kind of like a light plastic, but it's a really pretty color, so I'm going to add some blush now. I really like this color a lot. All right, so that's the blush. I like it. All right, so let's go over everything that was in the box real quick. So we had the Pure Cosmetics and BoxyCharm palette for $36, the Butter London mascara for $20, the South Main under eye gels for $10, and that's a pack of 3. The Vintage Cosmetics Smoky Eye Makeup Brush Set for $23.15, and the Pretty Vulgar Blush for $26. So the total of this box came out to about $115. It's a $21 a month subscription, so I think that's fantastic. I'm actually really happy with everything in the box this month, with the exception of these brushes. And I really think that I got maybe just a dud set, because I don't think that these brushes would be that bad. I mean, this brush, like I said, it worked nicely to pack. This brush, I think I can get to work for me for blending maybe some outer corner shadow. It just really didn't work that well with the pink shade in the manner I was trying to use it for. But this brush, quite honestly, is going into the trash can, because I really think that there is just something wrong with this brush. It should not be this stiff on one side and almost sharp, basically. So that's trash can right now. But everything else I'm actually really happy with. The palette is gorgeous. The shadows worked really well. They were a little bit powdery, and that pink took a little bit of building, but I mean, it's nothing I can't work with, and the colors are gorgeous. So that's all for this month's BoxyCharm unboxing and try on. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.